Hi, guys. Gina, Karen, V. Nice to see you here. Um, if you're wondering what the picture is there, it is a carving of it's wood carving. My father did used to be um, quite the artist. So I thought I'd post a couple of pictures. Hi, V. I thought I'd post a couple of pictures that I have the wood carvings. I have this owl here in my van. It's just sort of packed away at the moment, but I do have it in the van here. Um, let's just see if I can get a close up of this here. You can see a little bit better. It's actually a wood carving. It's not a stuffed animal. It's a wood carving. My father carved this, so that was. Hi, Bree. Welcome. That was one picture that, or one carving that my father did. Let me just see if I can show you another one of that same bird there. Oh yeah, some fish. Everything is in life size. He uh, he liked to carve everything in real life size. These are two trout fish that he carved. So I really like those. I really like the. I still have these. I think I'm going to sell these ones. They're just at a friend's place right now, and the owl is going to stay in my possession. I want to keep the owl. Yeah, here's another one of the owl looking forward. And let me just see here. What else? Oh, hawk. This was a hawk. He's got a rat in his claws, and that was another carving he did. This is not a stuffed animal. This is a carving. So you can see he's got a rat in his claw there, and when you get really close, the feathers look almost real, and he even has sort of like whiskers on his nose there. You can see. So like I said, he really liked to do the wood carvings in real. Hey, Mo, bang for you bucks. How you doing, my friend? Nice to see you here. I guess I'll have to keep up on seeing who's here at the moment while I show you a couple of photos that I have. Uh, put these in full view so you can see them a little better. Another one. Let me just see that another eagle. Oh, this was just another view of the eagle, just the head close up. And what else we got here? Oh, this is some of the paracord that I do. These are dog collars that I have made for, I guess, larger dogs because of the weave is a fairly large weave. It's a sanctified covenant weave on this one here. My dad's name was Ray Reinhold, Ray Senft. He's passed away now, but I still have some of his art. He was really famous actually for his Chief Dan George. I don't know if you know who that is. He was an Indian Aboriginal fellow from Vancouver. Um, he's pretty well known for that particular painting. So these are a couple of the dog collars that I have, or I did have. I don't have them anymore. And let's see what else. A belt that I made for a friend, um, in the colors that he liked, uh, the red, black, and uh, white. For his belt, he really liked that. He's got everything with the red, black, and white. Let's see what else we've got here. Hat bands with a rattlesnake rattler. That's the stitch that it is. It's not a real rattler. William Hazard. No, he wasn't William Hazard. He was Ray Reinald. Uh, yeah, this is the first time I actually wanted to really sell thinking of selling the uh, items. I did sell the eagle, so it's gone. Um, so I just have the trout left. I have the owl for myself. I think I'm going to keep it, but uh, it's worth a lot of money to me because I appreciate art. I grew up in an art family, sort of. So, um, okay, this is the hat band. Let's see what else here. We've got some more small paracord keychains and things that I make. This is the regular Cobra weave keychain that I have. Or I don't have these products anymore. They're all sold. Um, this was the same kind of dog leash that I made for Tracy. Um, so it should look familiar to her. I don't think she's in the stream right now, but that should look pretty familiar. Hey, Marshall, thanks for popping in. Kathleen Klein, thanks for popping in also. And let me just see what else here. Any more paracord? Yeah, I got one more here of the paracord that I do. Oh, a really small um, uh, zipper zipper pull um, with a fishtail kind of cording there. And then I do have, well, I do have the one that I made, just finished making it a little while ago. I don't know if I showed everybody the Wanderer. I put my medallion on there. Um, Used to be on a different. Um, Hi Ray, thanks for popping in. Karen, Reinhold, Ray Senft, you are correct. That's right. You could probably, I don't know if he's still online. I don't know if you can look him up yet or not, but I did have a website out of his a long time ago when he did pass and put up a lot of his artwork. So let me just see here. We got to make sure we're following along on who's here. Uh, Bree is in the house, and Marshall. And, oh man, there's a few. More bang for your bucks. Right on. And I was showing some photographs of my father's work. Uh, you see here, the owl that I still have the owl there, and what else was there? Oh, the eagle. Um, I don't have that one. I sold the eagle. I still have the fish, the trout fish for sale. So, and then again, it's all wood carving. You can tell it even got like the scales, and you can they have a you can stick your finger down their mouth. So, let's just see here. What about how about some of these? I like flowers. These flowers are from Mexico. So this looks like it was. What do you call those plants? I forget what you call these kind of plants. Snake skin or they're all over the place. And here you buy them for like $30 a piece. And down there, there's just fields of these things growing wild. You're not seeing the shared screen? We can't see the plants, Wayne. Okay, let me just see why you can't see the plants. I don't know why. Could you see the other ones? Let me just see here. What about this one? Can you see that flower? Snake skin plant or something, whatever they're called. Um, well, that's pretty strange. Why you can't see that? No flower. Okay, let me try to get out of the flowers. Go on to what's this? How about this one? I won't tell you what it is. See if you can see it. I can't see that either. What about the very first ones? Could you see those? Let me just see. Let me take those off. Maybe there's some reason. I'll take that one off. That one. Um, I don't know why. Maybe there's just too many on here and you can't see them all. What about this one? You should be able to see that. You've seen that before. Oh, what does Karen say here? We'd like to know how much you're asking for the hawk, the falcon. The hawk is unfortunately sold already. um, it's the fish, the trout fish that are still for sale. Um, Maggie, 2263. Thanks. Welcome in the house. Um, can you see that picture there? That's on the screen. Oh, hang on. I guess you can't see it when I can't uh, show it. Duh. That's the fish that he did. Okay. Maybe we can see something now. I'll go back to these other with the flowers here. See if you can see those. Nope, not those. How about this one here? There, that's a flower that I got pictures of in Mexico. Yeah, my fault. It user error. Sorry, guys. Um, Got to be a little bit swifter upstairs here. Thanks, Ray. We can finally see this. Yeah, I went to Cancun several times now, and I just love the flora and fauna down there. It's just beautiful. I forget what you call these plants. I've never seen them with flowers on them, but when you're down there, that's you just see them all over the place. And here you go to the plant store and you buy them, and like I said, small one is like $30 for these plants, and down there there's just fields of them. Um, I really like the flowers. Went to a few places that had. Um, all right, thanks, Karen, for popping in. Okay, let me just see here. Let's see if I can get another picture up. I'm just going to go through a couple of photos here first, guys. Now, I don't know what kind of plants these are, or um, don't even know the names of them. There was no names on the pots that they were in, or the land there that they were in. Uh, just walking along the streets in Cancun, um, I could see all the different kinds of plants. Yeah, they're really, really bold colors. They're beautiful plants down there. And I guess there doesn't matter the season. They're always in season, it seems. Let me just see here. I must have some more. Yeah, these were some sort of pods just growing on the trees on the roadsides. And I guess the there's some plants that you can't pick. It's the national plants, um, the coconut. You're not allowed to pick them. If they fall off the tree, you can pick them up, but you're not allowed to pick them off the tree. And sometimes they're just they're if the tree is small, they're just hanging right there where you could grab them. But usually, the palms are very very high, and you can. A lot of trees had the coconuts just laying on the ground, so you could pick them up. Okay, let's go to another one here. Oh yeah, they had these long, looked like peas or bean stalks. They were really, really long. These things are about a foot and a half to 2 feet long, just hanging on off the trees. I'm not too sure if you could pick these or not, but I didn't. They were just very, very large, hanging. Yeah, they had really nice colors. All the plants were very nice. Okay, I think I have just a couple more pictures. I don't even know what these ones are anymore. Oh, yeah, this is Medicine Hat. This is where I'm from, and this is supposed to be the largest teepee in the world. Is where we have it in Medicine Hat here. So it's all made of metal. There's no it's not wood or anything like that. It's upside down travels. Welcome, Raphael Scrapper. Hey, nice. Thanks for dropping in. Um, the largest TP in the world here. I think it's 150 feet high or somewhere in there. Um, I think. I took my drone. Well, actually, it's in a no-fly zone. You're not supposed to fly your drone there. And my Mavic Pro um, is hacked. That you're if I when I took my drone there the first time, even the motors wouldn't come on. You try to start it and they won't come on because DJI, they don't want you to fly in certain places, so even the engine wouldn't come on because I'm too close to the airport. And so I hacked my drone and I can fly right at the airport. I can fly anywhere. So I did a helix around this TP. I don't have a video of it right here right at the moment, but yeah, I took it up and took it around the. Nice to see you, my friend, Raphael Scrapper. I haven't been around for too much lately, so I'm sorry. I'm gonna have to pop in every now and again. Okay, largest TP in the world. What's next? Oh, anybody can figure out what that is? I know what it is, and I know you know what it is, but if you look at it closely, to me it looks. I just took it as somebody giving you the finger. It's the middle finger's up. So I thought that was pretty cool. Yeah, barbed wire, that's for sure. But just the way that center one was pointing up there, it looked just like a hand that was giving you the finger. There's one, two, three, four fingers there with the thumb behind, and I just thought that was pretty cool. And then I poked my finger with it, and I think I have one more picture, guys. Oh, there, that's the one there. Yeah, I poked my finger. Well, it's not really poked; it's just sitting on there, and it's not really blood. It's uh, die. So I like to do kind of, it's not a trick, but I like the kind of photography I like is kind of trick photography, where it's not really what you see is what you get. Um, and then I do have the standard kind of photography too. So yeah, that was not blood on there. I don't. That would be a lot of blood, but that's some sort of red dye that I used. And then again, let me just see some of you that are a little bit late here. I'll just show you a couple more of the. This was a fish that my dad had carved. His name is Ray Senft. Um, these are all wood carvings. They're not taxidermy work or stuffed or anything. So, and then there's the owl. I have the owl here in my van. I don't have it set up anymore. It's kind of packed away. But he even carved a moth in his claws, and the claws he made were chewed wood. He would put it in his mouth and chew it up, and then he put it on his feet. And as you can see, it almost looks like real feathers, um, painstakingly carved out of wood. So, oops, that one I still have. And I think it's the horned owl because of the kind of the horns that he has there. Yeah, this one here shows the horns a little more on the side. And the eyes are glass eyes. Those are eyes actually from a taxi. My dad used to be a taxidermist, and the eyes are actually owl eyes that he still had. And no matter where you are looking at this owl, he looks straight at you. Um, it's very strange. You can walk past him, and his eyes seem to move. See, like these ones here, his eyes are pointing right at you, um, even to the side. And when you look from the front, he's still looking straight at you. In real life or person, yeah, you can really tell the difference. And okay, where is? Oh, I deleted the eagle. Too bad. I got rid of the eagle one. But that was a few pictures that I. Um, so yes, and all the wood carvings are actually in real size. So I got a question about the video. I look pretty washed out on this side here because the light from in my van is coming this way. I can't adjust. I can't adjust anything on the camera. Can any of you that run live stream? Can you do that? Can you adjust the brightness of the camera? I don't know how to do that. Maybe if you pay for the version, you can do that. But um, I don't know. I'm always washed out. I don't know if you can see that as washed out on your end or not, but on my end, it is very washed out. Yeah, I'd love to um, put it in a museum. I don't know who to get in contact with when you're from a small town like I am here. Um, V asks how long they take to carve out. Oh boy, that's a good question. Um, the owl is carved in many pieces. The body and the head are one. Let me just see if I can call that up again. The body and the head are one piece. Not that picture. Let me get a different one. Number two. Yeah, let me zoom out on this one here. so I can explain this a little better. Okay, the the head and the body is one massive piece of wood carved, and then, like I said, this is painstakingly. Each feather is, yeah. I guess I could put a curtain up across the window. I got blackout curtains that could go across there. I guess I could put those on. Um, the rock that he's standing on, it's not a rock; it's a piece of wood, and that is also carved out of wood. It's not a piece of rock. And the moth, his body is in one piece. The um, wings are in another piece. His feet with the claws are another piece of wood. And I don't have a picture of the back, but the I think his tail on the back, the owl's tail on the back is another piece of wood. So this would take like several days to carve. And he even has whiskers. You can see there, along with his beak. But all the feathers are carved. Probably with I'm thinking that was done with um, well, not your handheld uh, little grinder type thing. That was with a factory type one. Runs on a big motor. And there we go. So this was the great horned owl, and what I think, oh, that was the same one. This one is not in focus for some reason. The closer you get, the more out of focus it is. Poor photography there. But yes, they do look real. As a matter of fact, when my mother was alive, my dad was a taxidermist, and he would stuff some animals that people would. Back then, in them days, you could. Now you can't. You're not allowed to do that kind of. You can't take an animal and do that anymore. Um, but he had a bobcat. Somebody killed a bobcat, and his claws were up like this, and his mouth was open. He was snarling, and he put it out in the backyard to dry up, to dry it out. Um, Water girl, hey, thanks for popping in. Um, he put it out in the yard to dry out, and my mother was hanging laundry out on the line, and she turned around and saw this bobcat and just came running in the house. Thought it was real. Our house was always full of stuffed animals, birds, and you know, the obvious deer and antelope and things like that. Folding shades. Oh, right on. I have on the window behind me. I have a pull-up shades that pass a little different kind of light. So I'd like to have that in the front there, but I don't unfortunately have that. Now there's I probably missed some people coming in. Sorry, I was just showing a lot of pictures there. No bang for your bucks. Maggie, Kathleen, Klein was here. Ray is here. Marshall is here. Bree is here. I think I've sort of caught everybody that's here. So that was the extent of the photos. Um, I don't know why. I like the. Uh, I haven't done paracord for such a long time that it was hard to get back into it there for a while, and so now I've got them here again. These are, like I said, like dog collars, um, all sold for larger dogs. I make them for smaller dogs too. Uh, and let me just see here. Let me show you another one. Um, I think I've showed you guys have probably seen all this. This is a belt I made for a guy. Um, what's the name of that band? That's 5150 is the number. Is that Motley Crue or um, Van Halen? Van Halen, that's the one. Van Halen with the colors red, black, and um, white. He has everything in his house is red, black, and white with that the colors that cross over red, black, and white colors. So he has all that. I had to make a belt for him, and then hat bands with a rattlesnake weave hanging on the end there, and small keychains, the cobra weave keychain. Um, this was the leash that I showed before. I made one for Tracy. I don't. She's probably got it by now. I sent it to her Monday. Monday is when I sent it to her. She must have it by now. And a monkey's fist keychain, snakeskin um, weave, zipper pulls, and things like that. So I still have those. Those are kind of easy to make, so you can just uh, tie them up at any. I like snake. Yeah. Um, I was doing a lot of paracord work way back when, and then I just sort of got out to it, and I still have a whole box full of um, different colors. And actually, I don't even know if I can show those. Let me just see here. I had some uh, pictures set up with different colors and things that I have available. So the largest TP in the world, I showed you that. Um, Boy, when there's a lot of photos, there's a lot of photos. My goodness. And I usually like to do, I went out last night to try to do some light painting with an old, not an old, a brand new, great big, huge tractor. And uh, I still haven't got it, checked it out very well yet. So let me just see if I can get these loaded up. Photoshop. Let's do open and open this. And from here, I think I should be able to get all the way down to here and open all of these. Now, I can go through a few colors um, of paracord that I do have. They're still loading. Um, yeah, I make all kinds of. Oh yeah, these are some of the buckles that different colored of buckles that I have for whatever kind of um, bracelets or collars or whatever that can snap together. Um, this is yellow with white inlay. And then we have like a rainbow color, yellow and green, kind of yellow, greenish color. Then we have, what is this? White with blue diamond, or white diamonds with blue in the background. Then there is white, of course, turquoise. Uh, this is teal with black, teal diamonds with black. Uh, this one's called Sunset Black. Sunset Black. Then there's silver, silver and black, and rust. This one's called rust. These are all the colors that I still have. So you see anything you like. Royal blue, uh, red with, I I guess they're red diamonds with white. Hot pink and orange with a reflective strip in it. Have got, well, it'll come up, blue with a reflective strip. This is orange with a reflective strip in it, so when the light hits it, it reflects. Bright orange, neon yellow, lime green, light green with black, or green diamonds with black. Then I have a light blue. This one's called Kelly green. I don't know who Kelly is, but it's Kelly green. Red, uh, red with white, red diamonds with white. Then there's just your typical gray, green diamonds with black, goldenrod. That's the color that I used for my bracelet with the Wanderer medallion on it. Uh, Dark red diamonds with white. Uh, this is dark red diamonds with black. Uh, Dark khaki color. Dark brown with, I forget what this is called. Dark brown with tan. Uh, Dark blue with there's the dark blue with the reflective strip in it. We're just about done here, guys. Canary yellow. And then brown and bronze. And we're into the bees with black. So those are the colors that I have right now, and there's just hundreds and hundreds of different colors that you can get. It's just amazing. Oh, goodbye, V. Sorry, missed Mr. saying goodbye. Desmond's Donders is here. Thanks for popping in. Must have missed you. Pop in there. I was showing different colors of paracord that I have that I make different different things with. Let me just see here. Water Girl says, "Can't wait, Ray. I'm so excited." Right on. And Desmond Donders from across the pond. I don't know what time it is for you there. It must be 8 or 9 o'clock at night, I would be thinking. So, yes, lots of different colors. Mellow Nomadic Adventures. Marshall is still here. Hang on, I missed somebody. Hey, Camper's in the house. And Granite Man. Oh, what do you know? Ah, Granite Man's in the house. Arlen, um, FPV drone pilot. What do you know? Just thought I'd do the Sunday afternoon, Sunday Funday live stream. And Camper Fanatic is in the house. So there's too bad I don't have a picture of that here. Near Medicine Hat, there's a place called Walsh. And when you're up on the satellite, there's a picture. It's called the Badlands Guardian. Sometimes the land, it takes on a form of its own, and when you look from a satellite view, it looks just like an Aboriginal or an Indian head with the feathers, with the headdress. And It is, as far as Google Earth is concerned, it is 800 meters high. And where I was the other day, hey, Ghetto Van Adventures. Hi, Dave. This is one of my brothers from Alberta, or from Canada. um, when it's we were standing at 700 meters high, so I took my drone and we couldn't go right to it, but I took my drone up to 1,000 meters because it was hacked. I can go over the height, but even at 1,000 meters, you can't even really tell what it is. You have to get much higher than that. So I'm going to take my drone up to 2 or 3 thousand meters next time we go there. Um, how far is a mile? A mile is 1,600 meters, I think, something like that. So if I double that, 32. If I take it up to 32, it'll be 2 miles up. So that I should be able to get the terrain a lot better and actually see it for myself, so I don't have to uh, rely on Google Earth to see it. Um, so we'll try that. I guess I could remove the screen sharing thing. Hi, Dave. Everybody, check each other out. I keep forgetting to mention that. I know there's probably a lot of you that don't know each other here. Um, Ghetto Van Adventures is Dave from the eastern coast, while I'm on the east side of Canada, as opposed to I'm on the western side. We have snow today, believe it or not, flakes like this big. Snow, I can't believe it. Like, it's actually, well, it started out at 1 degree earlier this morning. It's 2.9 degrees right now outside, and I got a toasty 21 in here right now with the diesel heater going, just slowly pumping away. So yeah, snow, believe it or not. Ghetto Van Adventures has a interesting channel. You got to quit doing those food things. I have to go out and try them every time you post one. I got to go out and see. Here's another guy from across the pond, Eagle VP. I got to go out and try those all the time. Well, it's nice that you do those, because I don't usually see them until you post them, and then I have to go out and yeah, the S word is banned over here too. My goodness, I can't believe it's actually it quit doing the S word right now, but it's now raining. So Eagle VP is in the house. Great. Got a few guys from across the pond in here. That's fantastic. Um, I don't know if is there uh, is there anybody kind of interested in coming on the panel? You're more than welcome. Um, if so, I just posted a link. Um, if you'd like to, no problem. Another David from Des Donders, makes me hungry. Yeah, no kidding. Oh, Nona is here. Nona Grace. I don't know if I should call you the chicken lady or what. She has hens, chickens, and stuff. They're laying eggs like crazy right now, or I think she was saying. And the same with the bluebirds or something. Robins or something has blue eggs. Who has the blue eggs? Is that robins? And just check everyone out if you like. I don't know if I can't really see from here, but if there's any moderators in the house, I don't usually ask moderators to do too much, but if you do, if you can drop a few links if you like of yourselves and anyone else um, that you think needs their link to be dropped. Otherwise, nobody can do it. So, oh, bluebirds. Okay, bluebirds have blue eggs. Oh my goodness. Maggie, non-content and camera shy. Yeah. Well, I was camera shy too, sort of still am, but it wears off after a while. You have chickens, ducks, quails, all laying plenty of eggs. Laugh out loud. Right on. So quail eggs are a little smaller than chicken eggs. I'm assuming they're a smaller bird. Do you eat those too, or do you eat all those that you're saying there, like the chickens, the ducks, and the quails? Do you eat those for breakfast? Dan, Dan N is in the house. Hey, thanks for popping in, my friend. And let me paste this once again, just in case anybody's would like. Uh, by all means, click on the link. And you'll be brought to the basement, the so-called basement. Nona Grace, Desmond's Donders. Thanks for posting that. I don't know. I can't really tell who is. If I go to YouTube, I can tell who's a moderator here. Bree is a moderator. A moderator. So is Desmond Donders. Camper Van Attic is a moderator. Uh, that are in the house right now, at least. Eagle VP and is also a moderator. So at least I do have a few. Yeah, no kidding. You never know what goes on. JSK Enterprises, right on. Thanks for popping in the house. I've got a few. I got to keep up with the text and what's going on here. Everybody's at least saying hi to everyone else. Thank you. Nona says thank you to Dave. I'm not much big fan on Facebook or Twitter or Instagram or any of those myself, unfortunately. Although I do post my videos on Twitter and Facebook, but only because when I post a video on YouTube, after it's uploaded and finished, um, another window pops up with a whole bunch of different media. And all it's just is one click. Click the Twitter and it goes to Twitter and uploads it automatically. I don't have to do anything. I don't have to go to Twitter to do it. And same with Facebook. It just goes to Facebook and it pops it on there. So I don't have to do anything. Usually, if my sister or somebody's on Facebook because I have an account, if they're on there, I and they post a message to me, I don't even know how to find it. I go looking and I can't find the message. So I've had my van. I've been living in my van for 3 years now. So I'm just Ray is just ahead of me by a few a few days. Well, probably more than a few days, but not many. Maybe 100 days or so, or a little bit less than that. I'm at 1,200 and some odd days myself. So 3 years uh, full time in the van, and I'm actually looking for a new one. Something I don't want to really build it myself. I'd love to get something like a high top van is nice. I think you've all seen what my van looks like. It's a high. I can stand up, and I still have this much room above my head. But I'm not standing up very often. Only when I'm cooking. Most of the time, I'm sitting on the bed here. How often do you stand up? So, um, like a cargo type van would be all right. Or I don't really know if I like the looks of the new vans too much. The Dodge, uh, uh, A good heater. Yes, I have a. It's called a diesel heater, and I do have an affiliate account with Amazon for diesel heaters. If you want to go buy one, um, I have sold on my Amazon affiliate account 33 of these heaters so far through my Amazon affiliate account. So they at first they sold like wildfire. Um, it just was incredible because I've known some friends that had actually wood burning stoves in their van, which is a nice dry heat also. Anytime you use propane heat, like the Buddy heater or the Wave heaters, they all put out moisture. And people say that the Waves don't put out moisture. But anytime you burn propane, moisture is a byproduct of burning propane. So a diesel heater is vented outside. So I have a furnace in my van, built in the van when you buy them, and it's propane, but it's vented outside also, so it's dry heat on the inside. And the diesel heater is dry heat on the inside, so my windows don't get fogged up or anything at wintertime. It's all perfect. Um, Van life is, I love it. It's fantastic. It's not cheap by any means, though. Like people would think it's cheaper. It is cheaper than living in a house. Now, if you don't move around so much, I consider my gasoline as my rent. So when I drive around a lot, when I tour the country, that's my rent. My rent goes up when I drive. My rent goes down when I sit stationary. Food, I don't consider food any different. Um, I have to eat no matter what, whether I'm living in a house or whether you're living in a mobile home or a van or whatever. Um, Food is irrelevant, and there we go. It's the freedom. I can wake up with my side doors, open them up in the morning, and I can be at oceanfront, or I can be on the desert, or I can be at a park. I can be wherever I want. That is my front yard. When I open my doors, my front yard is where I'm parked. And I have a sign up here somewhere. It says, home is where you make it, or home is where you park it. So wherever I'm parked, this is my home. And I think this kind of life is fantastic, except I bumped into a couple of problems. If you're young and don't have too much health problems, you're okay. But if you have health problems, that's when it could run into especially if you're not in your home province. I don't know how it is in the states with different states where you're in and you have to go to the doctor or whatever have you. But in Canada, I can go all across Canada and go to a walk-in clinic and not have to pay any money. Um, if you have to get something other than that done, I think it's better to be back in your home province, um, so that uh, so that if you have to get things done, like I have a really sore hip problem right now, and I got an X-ray last week, and I found out that it's not my hip. It's called, oh man, I can't remember the name of it. It's the SI joint that's giving me the problem. It's like there, Ray hits it on the head. I have an SI joint problem. It still feels like my hip needs to be replaced. So if you're healthy, life is good. Even if you're living in a house and you're not healthy, life's not good. Um, it's too bad they tax the shit out of people that are needing health problems. Not tax them, but you've got to pay for everything. Although in Canada it's a little different. In my home country, I can go and get a total hip replacement, complete hip replacement, and I pay $0. That's how much it costs you to to get that done. $0. So I have a friend that's maybe late 40, maybe 50 years old, had a hip replacement 2 years ago, didn't cost him a penny. Yeah, if you make you can change provinces. So you make your province, whatever province you'd like to live in, as your home province, and then you don't have to move around so much. I toured across Canada, didn't have any health issues at all, and going across your own country, like it's too bad there's only like one road, highway number one goes. Yeah, you can go off the highway and take tours that way. When you go off the highway, you go to different cities and stuff, but it's not quite as adventurous as the U.S. is, where you can go to different places. And there's not probably as much to see in Canada as there is in the States, but there's still a lot of great things to see in Canada. You just got to go there, and well, uh, I don't think it's going to stop me this year. That's for sure. I can do some sort of exercises for that SI joint problem, and this I have this belt that you wear around your hip, and if you there's these bones that are your hips like this, and your socket is under here for your legs, and right between these two bones is your tailbone. So you know what I'm talking about. Those large bones in your body, they have a like your skull has cracks in them. Well, this bone has a big crack in it like that also. And if you fall on that and sprain that, that's where that comes from. But I didn't fall. I didn't sprain it anyhow. And it's usually on one side, and it is on my left side or my right side. This is my right hand. It's on my right side, but wearing that belt really makes it feel a lot better. So in Canada, though, that's a couple of tricky things. Don't ever tell when you own a vehicle and you're going to live in it. Don't ever tell your insurance company you're going to live in that thing, because then they say right away you can't do that. Your wheels have to be somewhere parked for majority of the year. They have to have a physical address that vehicle is going to belong to. So I had to lie through my teeth. Um, Nice thing about Alberta is there's all different kinds of insurance companies, not like in BC where it's one insurance company. In Alberta, there's all different kinds. They said, well, we can't insure you like that. You can't live in your van. So I said, well, goodbye. And I went to another insurance company, and I said, well, I want to insure my van. And I didn't tell them I was going to live in it. So I got it insured, and it costs me $25 a month to insure my home. $25 a month, which is very, very nice. I'm not quite too sure what that means. Saudi Daisy, is that somebody that's in the house that I missed? Um, Now, Alberta is the only province in Canada that has only one tax, 5% tax. All the other provinces in Canada have a provincial tax and a federal tax plus a provincial tax. So, as far as taxes go, it's the cheapest province to live in that way. Um, Not probably the most beautiful of provinces, although once you get to Calgary and a little bit beyond, there's Banff and there's a couple other Banff with two F's on the end. Um, that's mountainous. Then you start getting into BC. So Calgary is like considered the foothills of Alberta because it's very close to the Tank RC. Thanks for popping in, my friend. Been a while since I did come to your uh, one of your some video I thought was a while ago, but I've been there for a while now. So Water Girl says it's a town. Right on. Okay, it's a town. Where are you from, Water Girl? Oh, so we have Tank RC wants to pop in. Are you ready? Okay, there he
Yes,
is.
I'm ready.
Right on. Yeah,
Remember?
I've been to a live stream of yours and didn't say anything. I just popped in and
Okay.
uh,
Well, I've been on your live once or twice, so
oh well, I guess I should pop in more often.
no, that's okay. It's okay. I know we're all busy in different time zone. It actually changes things. So
Yes. Camper van just asked something here. She says, "So you're staying? It's hard to get insurance in BC." No, it's not hard to get insurance in BC. It's just um, it is easy, although they have one insurance company, but you have to get your vehicle inspected. All vehicles must be inspected to be roadworthy, and that costs 180 some dollars just to get it inspected. And then they got a checklist of everything that's wrong with it. You have to get that fixed before you can uh, you can drive it on the road. So it's a little bit more difficult, but
yeah, Ontario is the same way. I know Alberta was not like that. You did not have to have safety on your car. Is it still like that in Alberta?
what do you mean by safety?
Uh, uh, just like you just mentioned in BC, you need to certify your car that it's roadworthy. That's what I mean. In Ontario, they call it a safety check. So you go to a garage and they check all the brakes, they check everything, and then they give you a list for you to get fixed before you get authorized to put plates on it.
Yeah, okay. No, they might have had that a while ago, but not anymore. You can buy an old beat up vehicle and take it on the road.
Yeah, because I
Well,
used to live in Calgary back in 78, 79, and it was like that. Like you did not need to get anything fixed. You could buy it off a guy, go to put plates on it, and you're off driving. You don't need to go to a garage and make sure it's roadworthy. So,
yeah, yeah. No, you still don't have to do. Yeah,
okay,
you
good.
just buy one. Although, if you if you're a BC resident and you purchase an Alberta vehicle,
Yes,
then you have to go through other hoops. You have to,
yes.
yeah, plus take it in and get it.
So are you in BC or you're in Alberta?
I'm an Alberta resident and I'm in Alberta at the moment.
Okay,
I'm in Medicine Hat actually. That's my kind of home
cool.
territory.
Do you have a local address or do you just live in your van?
You have to have a local address, and it's a post office box.
Oh, okay.
Right on my driver's license, it says, let me see if I can find it. Right on my driver's license, it says I have a post office box.
Okay.
Let me see if I can find that. I don't know. I don't know whether you can see this on the screen. I don't know if I should put this on the screen, but that's too blurry. But it says
Mhm.
post office box and my the number, Medicine Hat, Alberta.
Cool.
Yeah, because I do have a sister that lives in Medicine Hat here, but she wouldn't allow me to use her address on my license. And then I have a friend that looks after my mail when I'm gone.
Okay.
So I don't get very much paper mail anymore. Most of it comes by on computer. So
Yeah. Well, having your address at your sister's, that mean for taxes, it would make it hard to actually determine for resident and tax where you pay your tax and who has to pay tax and all that. So, are you dependent? You're not dependent. Like there's odd things that you got to worry about. Do you pay rent and so on?
yeah, yeah, I never thought of that though until just lately about the address or the taxes right now
Yeah.
season. So I think it costs me $160 a year to have that post office box. So it's not cheap, but it's just a tiny little box in the post office. I just go there and take my mail out. But there's, like I said, there's not much mail anymore, paper mail.
Hmm.
And when I do get things shipped from Amazon, it goes to the post office. They keep it in the back when I go pick it up. Although
Well,
Amazon does,
Amazon has a lot of Dropbox or drop places you can actually drop some stuff off when you order stuff also.
yeah, in Vancouver they were all over the place, but not in Medicine Hat. They don't have one here.
Okay.
Now I had one in Vancouver that was inside of a bank. It was
Oh
just
yeah.
a big metal container, and they would send you a scan thing. You'd walk up to the machine, you'd scan the code, a door would pop open, and there's your stuff. But I got it shipped there twice now, and the guy that was doing the delivery, I don't know who they're hired by. Are they? They're not post office people. They're something else. And he said that he didn't drop it off, so they sent it back to Amazon. And I said, well, why? What's the problem? So then I had to wait till the times when the bank is open. And one time he did leave it there. So the bank took it. He dropped it off at the bank instead of putting it in the box. And
Wow.
I went to the bank and I said, well, it says my parcel is here. He must have given it to you. And they said, well, we're not allowed to take uh, post boxes like that. So I saw up in the back on a table, I saw the Prime smiley face. And I said, there it is. It's in the back there. So he said, well, next time we won't accept it. He said, okay, this is yours. It had my name on it and everything, but he said, that's it. We won't accept it anymore. So I stopped
So
using that box.
I guess.
Yeah. So how are you doing, anyways?
Oh, I'm doing good.
That's good.
Yeah. In Ontario, we're on lockdown right now. They're extending everything for another 2 weeks. So till the 20th of next month, everything is locked down, and a lot of stores are closing. Construction, non-essential construction is closing. A lot of things are locking down. They're closing down parks. If you go somewhere to a friend's house, you can't anymore. They can actually ticket you for it. There's all
Oh,
kind of weird things.
wow.
There's a guy this morning. He went to Walmart in Rockland here, close by in Ontario, and he met a friend in the parking lot, and he started saying hi and started chit chatting. Cop drove by, give him a $750 check because he shouldn't be standing there and just chit chatting. So he gave him a $750 check ticket.
Wow. Amazing, hey? What the heck?
It's crazy. And he was 6 feet away also. I don't know if he was wearing a mask, but they were talking 6 feet away from each other. And cop gave him a ticket. It's mind boggling.
Yeah. I don't know if the police are enough educated on what to do in cases. They just hammer you with the highest fine they can give you.
Yeah. I guess everybody's getting tired and they're not as lenient as they used to or something. I don't know. It's odd. I know at my place I used to have all kind of RC related event in my backyard, and right now I can't. I'm waiting. I was going to have an event, but now there are 5 people on the outside, so that's not even worth making an event. So I usually have 30 plus people coming at my house usually in the summer, but right now nobody can.
Yeah. Well, a funny instance happened to me just the other day. I'm flying my drone, and for some reason, it gave me a system warning. I have a Mavic Pro. It said system warning, and it said it lost connection. And usually, when it does that, it's supposed to come home automatically.
Yeah.
But my drone is kind of hacked. It doesn't have the DJI software on it. It has different software,
Okay.
and so I can fly it where I want to. So, but I didn't realize it said system warning, and it said cannot make it home. So
Oh.
it landed right where it was at, and happened to just land in a park, which was 300. I think maybe 3,000 meters away from here. So, um, and it's registered though with the government, so it has the numbers on it, has my phone number and name on it. And 2 days later, I got a phone call from it sounded like a fairly young girl. I don't know how old she was because I couldn't see her, but she says, I found your drone. And I could hear, sounded like it was on speakerphone. And I could hear other people, a man talking and a couple of children. And she says, I said, well, where can I pick this up? She said, she told me her address. And I said, oh, that's one of those funny places where there's streets all with the same name. They're just a place, a court, and all these different, but the names are the same. So I said, well, I don't know where that is. She said, well, it landed in some park. So do you want to meet me at the park? And I said, sure. But the minute she said that, a guy's voice came on, and he says, I'm the father. And I guess so. Then I assumed, oh, that this was a young girl. So he said, I'm the father, and you're going to come to my house to pick it up. So I thought, oh, okay. So I went. I drove there, got it on Google Maps, drove over there, picked up my drone. He was kind of really eyeing me really funny. I left, and I parked at Walmart, and I was having supper, and there's a knock on my door, and it was the police. And I get out, and I said, well, what did I do wrong now? And she said, you have a drone, right? And I said, yes. And I thought, well, I must be in trouble for the, you know, my drone loss or something. I didn't doing anything illegal, but she says it's no problem with the drone whatsoever, and they know nothing about drones. She said. So anyway, she said the people that picked up your drone, the little girl, you were trying to meet her in the park. And I said, whoa, 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 just a minute here. You're accusing me of trying to meet children, especially a little girl, in a park. And I thought for a minute, like, as a matter of fact, go back and talk to the guy, her father. It was the girl that said, do you want to meet in the park? Not the other way around. So that really upset me, because that never even crossed my mind. I just was happy to get my drone back. I didn't care how old the girl was. And besides, when they're on the phone talking, she sounded like her voice sounded pretty high pitched. It could have been an elderly woman. I don't know. I couldn't tell until I got there. But her dad, I guess, reasonably so, he was upset, trying to meet his daughter at a park. And it wasn't me that started it, though. But then just the idea that he phoned the police, like, that really bothered me a lot, and still does to this day.
That's weird.
I know.
But how did she get your number? Was it written on the drone?
Well, that's part of the law. You're supposed to write your name and number on the drone. Yeah.
Cool.
And I did lose a drone years ago, and when my name was on there and number. It's nice because you can get it back. Otherwise, that's a $2,000 drone that's just gone. Nobody else can fly it anyway. I mean, even if you have the same kind of controller, you can't. They're together. You can't fly it anyway. So, But anyway, I did get it back.
Good.
Yeah. So somebody? Oh yeah, we got in Saskatchewan. Yeah, we have. What is that? I think it's called Pfizer. That shot that we got here.
Yeah, Pfizer.
Yeah, it's in Saskatchewan. It's a different one. I don't know how they have so many different kinds, but I didn't get mine yet. I don't know if I really want to.
Oh no. Last week I got the AstraZeneca one.
Oh, I think that's the one they have in Saskatchewan too.
Okay. That's the one that's more that you'll find in pharmacies, and they give it in pharmacies instead of the big zones where everybody goes. But
okay.
The one the pharmacies would have, and pretty much all the pharmacies now are open for giving shots for people over 55. So. Oh,
maybe I could just walk right in.
Most pharmacies you can.
There was a girl from Saskatchewan, Regina, Karen. You drive with your car, you go in a building, in your vehicle, you open the door, you sit in your vehicle, they give you the shot, then you drive out and you park for 15 minutes at a parking zone, and then if you're good, away you go. Cars were just going through.
Crazy.
And I don't know about this, if this is true or not. They're talking about a third shot already, that you're going to need a third one.
Yeah, some shots they're thinking of a third one. I'm not sure which one it is, if it's a Johnson or the other one, but they are talking about one of them that you might need a third shot.
Wow. Yeah, I don't know. It's like it's just this flu shot was developed the fastest of any other
Yeah.
flu shot ever in history. It's
Yeah,
so
well, they did get approval to get to test it and all that, but uh, it was very fast, yes. And people were saying, well, what are the results like the long term? Well, nobody knows because we haven't been there yet. So
yeah,
we'll see.
yeah. Just wait for a while for a long term, and then we'll see.
Yeah,
That's the only way. Like all those other flus, like SARS and all them other, they're still here. You can't get rid of them forever.
yeah,
But it's just that we're so probably more immune to them, and we will become more immune to this one in the future, just even naturally.
yeah.
So, oh, okay. Camper van. She said they got rid of the red tape. Yeah, I don't know much about them. I don't have TV. I have a TV, but I just don't follow the news. I don't follow the radio news or anything, so I don't really know what's going on anymore.
Yeah, you probably get your information off the web.
Yeah, and then when I talk to friends about, go to YouTube and go to this and go to that and look at this and said, well, stay away from the computer. That's all false information. And well, I don't know.
Yeah. Well, it all depends where you get the news, because there is some good sites to get the news, but there is some sites that are just like, nah, don't go there.
Yeah, yeah. So
Cool.
camper van addict. Yeah, that's the thing. You don't want to really listen to conspiracy theories, and there's lots of them out there. Like uh, one of them is Bill Gates. He put chips in the shot. He's chipping everybody.
Yeah,
That was one of them.
microchips. Yeah,
Yeah. Now I wouldn't mind if they made microchips that would. They can make them small, and what they do is there's talk of like if you have cancer or something, it knows where to go and attack the cancer or whatever you got. Now that would be cool. I
hmm
wouldn't mind that. The little tiny drone things that go in there and fix you up.
yeah. A little tiny drone that goes and eat all the fat cells in your body,
Yeah,
so you're not fat anymore. Crazy.
Kemper Van. She laughs out loud. She says, "I'm chipped."
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. So I'll let you go and just drop by to say hello. And people,
Yeah.
don't forget to thumbs up the video.
Thank you very much, and I'll pop in to see you here soon.
Sounds good. Thanks a lot. Bye.
Yeah. Thanks. What's this here? Desmond, David from Desmond Donders. Very cool. Yeah, I wouldn't mind like getting a drone pool. What the heck? Nice to see you here, buddy. Um, I wouldn't mind getting chipped for that reason, not to be chipped to follow you and to know what's going on because that's like I don't like that. But to be chipped for health wise to fix you, that's probably coming in the future. Drone pool, Frank. Drone pool says Frank or hi to Frank anyway. Right on. Desmond Donders was here. We got a few people from across the pond. They were in. They said hi. Thank you very much. Yeah. Hey, and something else. Your cell phone is uh, on, but not the face. You can't see the face in your pocket. And I'm talking with my friend, and we're talking about something. I forget what it was. And while we're standing there talking about that, his phone beeps. He said he got a notification. He looks in his phone, and it's an advertisement for exactly what we were talking about. So it's hearing you and it's notifying you, even if you don't want it to. I was in a store the other day, and uh, you should wear masks. So I have my mask on, and I'm walking around, and I see a lady and a husband and wife walk in. He's got a mask, and she doesn't. So, not that it would bother me an awful lot, but I asked one of the people that worked there. I said, I thought masks in this store was mandatory. She said, yes, they are. So I said, well, how come she doesn't have to wear a mask? And she said, well, I haven't gone over and talked to them yet. So away she goes. And the lady right away grabbed something out of her purse and showed her a piece of paper. She had the flu shots. And she said, I don't care whether you have the flu shot or not, you still have to wear a mask. So she put her mask on. See, that's another thing. You get your shots, you do whatever requires of the government, yet you're still just as bound by just like everyone else. You can't do anything. It doesn't change the fact at all. You still have to wear masks, and so I guess it doesn't matter if it can stop you from getting. Uh, you have no cell phone. Ooh, that would be really tough for me to unplug. And then I went to the store yesterday to buy some meat, and the guy in front of me had no mask on, and I don't know if it was my place to say anything or not, but he left quick, and I didn't say anything. But I asked the clerk, I said, well, why didn't you say they have a sign right on their countertop that said mandatory masks? I said, why didn't you say anything? He said, it's illegal for me to tell someone to wear masks. And I thought, what? What do you mean? Like, if your store is mandatory, then you should be able to tell them. Thyroid Mary, I've never heard of that one either. Do any of you that are in the house here still? Do you know Van City Adventure from Vancouver? He had I was we went out on an adventure filming with his drone. We did this waterfalls and stuff, and then I came back to Alberta, and then he says he's in the hospital. He's had the virus. He's healthy now, but he had the virus. So that was amazing. And he was a much younger person. That doesn't matter, but I guess you could die from it no matter what age you are. Yeah, no shoes, no shirts, no service. No shoes, no shirt, no mask, no service. And then the ones that are not wearing the mask, they get really upset when you tell them you're supposed to be wearing a mask. Yeah, sorry to hear that, Nona. It's your brother-in-law, your daughter's brother, your daughter's brother-in-law went to the hospital. Wow, he has COVID and COPD. Wow. Sometimes things really hit hard, eh? They hit people. I've been lucky so far. Not that I'm living in my van makes any difference, but okay. Yeah, I know you could still get COVID. Yeah, and there's even second cases where people have had it two times. So Drone pool. I haven't been around to see you lately. I'm gonna have to make it make it over and see. What does he say? My sister-in-law got vaccinated, and a month later she got the COVID anyway. Oh wow! Yeah, then you're wondering what the heck's going on. You get vaccinated and you still get it. And I think yeah, notice yeah, if you have underlying other issues, um, you know, diabetes and heart problems or something, and other things like that, like they say, um, you are more. There's we were just you must your ears must have been burning there, Daryl. I was just talking about you and mentioning that we're talking about COVID here, and I just mentioned that you had uh, COVID. I hope you're out now and doing well, at least, anyways. Uh, like you said, your ears must have been really burning. My goodness. I don't get into the live streams too often. I'm just going to do them like on Sundays at 1 o'clock my time. Um, I guess you guys will have to figure out. Mainly healthy, fit people are getting COVID. Yeah, even young kids from daycare centers. I've heard of a young boy that got uh, COVID. So, and yes, that is sad. Don't cool. Sad stories. I wonder. I don't know how long this stuff's going to go on. It would be nice if it was over already, but I guess we just have to wait and see. Yeah, I guess while it affects your lungs probably mostly. Well, I don't know if it affects. I guess that's it. Affects your lungs and hard to breathe. Yeah, I just heard stories when the virus first came out. When I first heard about it way back. Um, it's like drowning because your lungs are full of fluid. It's just amazing. No way. So Caden tested both positive too. Wow, he's a pretty young guy. He should. No, I guess maybe the younger you are, you don't have as good a immune system as kind of a little bit older age. But yeah, hopefully it's over by fall because summertime, spring, summer, and fall is when the virus takes effects because it's warm. Usually in the colder times is when it's when they all flus are sort of back off a little bit. What does Drone Pool say here? He dealing with a bladder cancer. Oh wow. Yeah, I don't know if do you have well anyway complicated things just with the vaccine and its possible side effects. Do you have the vaccine and you have bladder cancer in infection thing there or what's going on? I don't know if that'd be dangerous or what. Thanks for popping in there, Raphael Scrapper. Thanks. I'm gonna have to pop over and we'll say hi. Thank you. Yeah, it's a good thing there's vaccines for these things like polio and stuff now. Uh, yeah, no kidding, Daryl. You don't want to be on an operating table and you overhear the doctor say, "Whoops." Oh my goodness, holy smokes. Yeah. Oh, the only time you'll hear of what's going on in the hospital is from people that have been there, have beat it, and they're back home, or you can I don't know if you can visit. That's the only way. And like I said, I'm out of the news. I don't follow TV or radio, so I don't. The only thing that I see is people wearing masks all the time. That's the only thing that I see that's related the to the virus is people wearing masks, and it's amazing. When you're wearing a mask, it's covering you here, and they were saying something about facial recognition, human wise. Like when you see someone, you can notice who they are from far away. Um, but that's you can be wearing a mask and you can still tell whether someone's smiling, or you can know who they are. I know people eat from their back side, so wearing a mask doesn't stop you from knowing who's out there. And I even said to one girl, she cracked a remark of some sort, and I said, "Gee, I can't even tell if we're smiling or not." She's, "Oh, I can tell in your eyes." So yeah, you can tell, I guess, if people are smiling or laughing. All right, David, thank you for popping in, and we won't say the S word, but we had it here today. It started this morning. It's still 2.7 degrees outside. I have used my diesel heater more in the month that I've been back than I have all winter long in Vancouver. It it rarely gets like 0 degrees in Vancouver. So it's just amazing that it's this cold here yet for such a long period of time, and windy. My goodness, the wind just howls and just rocks the man back and forth. And it very rarely ever did I see wind in Vancouver. Like, I'm going to be going back again this winter. I hope I'm feeling much better as far as health wise. Okay, the only problem about buying a yeah, I don't know. You better investigate that one. Buying a van in Vancouver, you're going to pay more taxes than you are in Alberta or Saskatchewan. Well, maybe buy one in Alberta. You'll pay less taxes. Uh, Not only that, you're going to have to get it inspected anyways when you go to BC. But they're hard to find in BC, out of the greater Vancouver area, like Vancouver on the island. They're all hard to find. People are hanging on to them, or they're being bought up. The farther you go away from Vancouver is probably a better chance of finding one. Um, I'm looking for a new one here myself. Something I don't really want to build myself though. Um, Although this was pre-built, I didn't have to do anything. I just moved my stuff in, so uh, that was easy. Other than that, boy, I can do sawing and hammering and all that stuff, and I know how to build things. But um, yeah, Camper, you'll have to do some research. Don't just take my word for it. Do some research on buying vehicles in BC. You'll pay uh, another, what is it, another 7 or 8% more on taxes than you would here. Um, I don't know what the taxes are in Saskatchewan. Are they 13%? Here in Alberta, they're only 5. So you're going to save a lot of. You could buy one in Alberta with no problem. Um, and then when you take it to BC and you become a BC resident, you still have to get it inspected, and it's like a couple $100 to get a vehicle inspected. And if there's nothing wrong with it, well, then you're good to go. Otherwise, you have to get it repaired before you can get it. It has to be roadworthy. They don't have that in Alberta, so. Well, if I haven't done so already, I just want to thank everybody for popping in. Um, I always forget that and forget to mention how good my friends are here. And let me just see here. Daryl. Daryl, I have to make you a moderator, Daryl. So I hope you don't mind. And well, here's one that's not a moderator either that I think should be one. I don't mind giving moderators. I don't. It's not Nona. Nona Grace. I'll make you a moderator also. Then you can post different things. You can actually post your own um, link if you would like to. You can post your own links. Yeah, this is my van's a 1995, so it's a few years old already, and it's I'm finding it already. The small parts that I've been looking for, I can't find anymore. Um, like you're supposed to have daytime running lights, so when you start your vehicle, the lights come on. Um, so there's a module underneath the hood of my van that when you start your vehicle, the lights come on. Well, that module gave out, and so now I don't have that. Now I can't get that. I can't find it unless I buy a third party one somewhere, I suppose. And the same with my headlights. Um, they're not just your go to Canadian Tire and buy your $12 for a pair of headlights. These these kind of wrap around. How do I show that? They wrap around the vehicle a little bit, and they're just made out of plastic with no bulb in them. They're just plastic. They're $300 each, so $600 a pair for these things for third party ones. That's they don't make them anymore for my vehicle. So mine were so like the plastic was so yellowish colored already that I had to sand them off and made them look the best I could. Yeah, it's hard to find things. Kijiji is one place to go looking. Um, what's that other the you can buy them a book magazine, but they're online also. Um, buying from a dealer is not such a good idea. They all want lots of money for those things, way too much money. So you want to buy a private one if you can find one. Um, how I found mine was I just went out for a walk one day and I saw this van. There was no for sale sign on it at all. So I just wrote a note and put it under the windshield wiper saying, "Is your van for sale?" Uh, and I went back a couple of days later. The sign was still in the window. So I took it out and I was starting to walk away. And the owner came over and we started talking and I bought it. So yeah, I think I am looking for another camper like this. I don't want to buy a Class C. Uh, it looks like a van on the front with a box on the back. Uh, I, I I don't like those. There's lots of space in there, but I just don't like them. They'll burn down in a few minutes if they catch on fire. Um, because I made a video last year or the year before of some girls, three girls living in one, three hookers. When I first went to Vancouver 3 years ago, I parked right behind three hookers, and they come walking by, scantily clothed, and they said something about drinking beer, and I said, well, I might pop over a little later, and then I found out they were three hookers living together, and two of them was smoked or something. They all three of them living in a van, and I thought, what the heck, in a Class C motorhome. Well, a couple of months went by, and a fire was down there, and their whole thing just burnt down in minutes. They survived, luckily, but just melted the whole sides of the van right off to nothing. Yeah, mechanically inclined. That's the thing. And even nowadays, even if you're a man that thinks he's mechanically inclined, and you take your vehicle somewhere to get fixed, they still try to pull one over on you because you can't. A couple times I said, I want to come and watch you do what you're doing. Well, they can't let you in. They won't let you watch. And I said, well, either I got to hide cameras or something so you can't uh, do anything, because they can say what they want. I mean, they can say this is wrong and that's wrong. And I do know that once you start opening a vehicle up, you start taking the engine apart and doing this, that unforeseen things, they see them, oh, well, you should have had this done and have that done. I know, I realize that. But it's when they start doing things on purpose. Like, for example, in Vancouver, I had my front end, I needed the rotors, I got the whole thing done. New rotors, new brakes, new everything on the front end. Cost me $800 to get that fixed. Then a year and a half goes by. I come back to Medicine Hat and I said, I got some funny noise up in the front. Try to fix that. So he comes back out after he got my wheels all apart, and he said, here's your brakes. And there was nothing left of the brakes. And I said, what? I just had that done last year. Like, give me a break. What's going on? So they hosed me. You see, I don't know that unless you go in and inspect all that. Uh, so, I mean, I'm not mechanically inclined enough to maybe fix my own engine, but I'm mechanically inclined enough to know when I got new brakes or not. Like, wow. So the rotors they said were new, but the brakes, there was nothing left. When the border was opened, has anyone been pulled over to be inspected by the border police? I don't know if the borders are open. Are you talking about like in province to province, or Canada to the United States? Because I was stopped by the police the other day for my drone. I asked them. I said, "Can I travel across Canada?" And they just said, "Yeah, no problem." So, and there's lockdowns all across. Well, not all across, but in uh, Manitoba and a few places like that, uh, you have to stay in your own neighborhood. So I don't know about traveling. Our border is still closed to the U.S. I thought, I think the borders are still closed to the U.S. Can't just. That's the thing. Um, the mechanic that I just went to Napa. Yeah, I guess if you look them up online and see how reputable they are, um, that's the only way to know, I guess. I mean, uh, I suppose they could still. It's when they do tricky things, like adding things to your vehicle that are not supposed to be there, like putting in filings and stuff, and uh, creating a bigger problem. Yeah, Canada to the U.S. is still closed. You can't even get near the border. I think you can go across a fly and stuff, but you have to have proof that you've had the flu shot and whatever have you. Oh wow. Okay, so yeah, you can go across this. You got to be where you're going in within 3 days. Okay, that makes sense. And there's probably a lot more restrictions right now, but oh well, before the virus was here, believe it, if you those people at the border have more control than the U.S. president and the prime minister. They can do whatever they want to your vehicle, and it doesn't matter. They'll tell you to take everything apart out of your vehicle, and set it on the roadside, and then they'll say, okay, you can go now, and or whatever, and that's it. You got to put everything back there. And if you start mouthing them off, you better tell the truth, because if they ever find that you're lying about something, that's the end of it. Oh boy, they'll throw you in jail for a little while, anyways. Yep, keep all your paperwork. Now I do have those brakes that guy took off there. I still have them. I don't know. I didn't haven't looked for the paperwork yet, but when I go back to Vancouver, if I find the paperwork, well, I can tell him to look me up. I'll say, "Do you remember me? Look my file up." And if he shows me the file, well, then I'll go get my brakes and say, "Here, remember this? Here's what you've done." Because that's pretty bad. Stopped going to that mechanic, anyways. Yeah, no kidding. And that's the thing. You just got, well, all depends how much money, but you just got to be taken once, and that's it. Um, Never go again. That's for sure. So I'm not too sure about like driving across the border. I haven't. Vancouver's closer to the border. Well, yeah, Vancouver's closer to the border than Medicine Hat is, although we're very close to the border here too. So, and it's just a small border that's closed at night. You can't. It's at a certain time of day it closes anyways. So, and with the COVID now, it's probably closed permanently. So I really don't know. Well, it was nice to have all these people on the stream. I'm going to have another stream next Sunday at 1 o'clock for the users that live in Alberta and I guess Saskatchewan. We have the same time now, and we'll see how that goes. And I got it. I guess I got to get out another couple videos this week here. I got to do some more light painting. I bought a whole bunch of different kind of lights to use. It just got to find the weather. Like today, it's raining. It's if it's not raining, it's windy, and if it's not windy, it's like too cold to go out at night to do anything. And but I'd like to get some of that done. And then I would like to go to Saskatchewan here coming up, probably in May sometime, I think, or hopefully when it gets warmer. I want to head out to at least as far as Regina. Um, be nice if I could make it to Winnipeg. I have some friends that live in Winnipeg. Um, Make it back to the center of Canada. Not center wise, but halfway across Canada there. Yeah, and if you look out here, everybody's lawn and everything is still brown. And when you go to Vancouver, the lawns are green all year round. That drone, my one of my latest videos when I was flying in a park, Funday park flying, uh, Funday park flying. Um, the grass was perfectly green, nice and green, and that was January, so it was beautiful. And weather-wise, wearing what I'm wearing right now, I do have a winter jacket somewhere. It's up hidden away. I haven't worn it in 3 years. So yeah, it is. You need rain there. Eh? It's yeah. Usually on the and Medicine Hat, an area is called the desert of the prairies um, because of the rainfall compared to the evaporation. It evaporates more than it rains. So the desert of the family of the prairies. I just wondered if the Badlands near Drumheller are open. It's too far to. Well, it's 4 hours. I guess I could go there, but you better have. Are you going to have a van by then, or are you going just by what your vehicle do you have now and looking for something there? Keep your eyes and ears open uh, for things as you go. You got nice weather there today, do you, Daryl? Oh, good. And the rain, I didn't think it really rained a heck of a lot there when I was there last winter. It wasn't bad at all, and rain doesn't really bother me. It's the rain is the least of my worries. Even the snow, I know it wasn't going to get that cold there. The only thing I didn't like. What I was doing was being parked in the same kind of area most of the time. I do know where there's lots of good areas to park, and way more than I do here in my own home city. Here I'm a little leery about where to go, but in Vancouver you can find places to park all over the place. Uh, but I had a tendency to hang around a lot of the same places because I needed Wi-Fi, and so I would hang around North Vancouver or in Vancouver, Burnaby, not so much in West Vancouver, but Burnaby, Vancouver, North Vancouver is where I would hang out, and it gets to be night after night after night. You move around during the day, but I need to get out more, doing more adventures. You need to find a vehicle before you leave. Oh, okay. Auto Trader, that's the one. You can find Auto Trader online. You don't have to buy the magazine, the book. Um, the only thing is, if I look for a new vehicle myself, I don't know who, or I don't know if I could even sell this one. I've changed it inside a bit. I've taken out the original fridge and just put like a dorm fridge in. Um, so I'm not. I don't know. I don't know. I'm a little worried about that. I would leave the diesel heater in it, and I would leave the solar panel on the roof. But I did make a few changes to it, like the bed. Uh, the bed is only 31 inches wide, but it used to have a backrest which folded out and it would make it like quite wide. But you couldn't walk around the bed; it would come way up tight against the cupboards. So I didn't like that, and I didn't want to make the bed and set it out every single night. I just wanted to be able to go for a walk and whatever, or whenever I'm tired, just lay down and just lay down and not have to worry about making my bed all the time. So I took the backrest off. It's out in the nuisance ground somewhere. So um, oh, good. Yeah, you shouldn't have no problem selling your car. That's for sure. And I think I could actually. Somebody told me I could get more for my van now than what I paid for it. So um, I guess I just have to put an ad in. But I want to have. You see, I don't want to try to sell it before I have something else online, because if I sell this, well, I have nowhere to go. Um, I got to have another vehicle sort of waiting in the wings so that if I do sell this one, I can just move into the other one. And I don't know whether I can afford to buy another one and like just and move into it, or and leave this one sit here um, for fear that I have to be here in order for it to sell. So I don't know. It's really tricky. So I don't know. We'll have to wait and see what happens. Yeah, if you get a car that's in demand and people are looking for, very easy to sell. So, okay, I don't know how I can do that. Anyways, it's wow, 2 hours. I've been online for 2 hours, hour and 55 minutes. So I think in 5 minutes I'm going to shut her down and get something to eat, get something in my belly, and move from this. This is where it's called Shaw Open here, and if I go over to where I usually like to sit, it's with Canadian Tire. Canadian Tire, you can get it from a long way away, but the only problem with Canadian Tire is it wants you to re it like kicks you off every so often, every half hour or something, and then you got to reload. So you'll be doing something, and then you'll find, oh, I'm not even online, so you have to get back in again. Oh, okay. No sell. Yeah, vans right now because of the virus time are were more in demand than they were before. A lot of people, especially in Vancouver, are look. That's why they're hard to find in Vancouver because a lot of people are moving into them um, more and more all the time. Some by choice, and some not by choice. They're forced because they just can't afford to rent an apartment. I think like if you can find an apartment for $2,000 a month, you're doing pretty good. So still got guys popping in and out, but I don't know. I don't really want to drag it on too long. So I think what I'm going to do here is in 3 minutes, 2 minutes and 50 seconds, or 2 minutes and 15 seconds counting. We're going to shut her down here. Ronnie Braun. Oh, I was just going to shut down there, Ronnie, in another minute or so here. And I'm getting a little hungry. And sorry he's late, he says, I think. Today it's tricky. Yes. Yes, indeed. Well, thank you, everyone, for everyone that's in the house here still. Thank you for popping in. Appreciate each and every one of you. Um, my live streams are not usually very popular, but that's all right. I guess I'm not a popular guy. I got a few friends that have Pro Masters. Uh, I have more friends back in Vancouver than I do here. And there's one van dweller in Medicine Hat. Me. I'm the only one. So, yeah, if you get a cargo type van, they don't have windows. Uh, they have the spots there for the windows. So if you ever wanted to put one in, you could just cut it out and pop a window in. Well, they're not in the house anymore. Ray was here, Marshall was here. It's kind of the first ones that I've met a long time ago. Well, not a long time ago, several months now. Um, we did raid parades. Started with, they still do that, all that stuff. I kind of shied away from that because I don't know, I can't sit there for 5 hours watching one after the other. And I just didn't have the time. Well, Ronnie, hey, I'm going to be on next Sunday, same time, same place, um, on Sunday at 1 o'clock my time. So, yeah, watch the replay at the beginning. I showed a lot of uh, photograph that I had. My dad's wood carvings that I still have some of, and some other photographs that I showed there. So, and I have a friend that lives in, well, not Seattle anymore. He lives in California, someplace. He has a real small um, Ford Transit. That's what he lives in. Very small, but he's been living in there now for uh, it's his fifth anniversary, 5 years. And that's the thing when you're living in your van and you have everything you need. It's uh, he's amazing. Um, Scott, yeah, Scott, that's the guy. I don't know. ProMaster, I thought it was. They just had an engine recall on his vehicle, from what I understand. He just put a video yesterday or day before on a recall. And he just the one before that was his fifth anniversary. So yeah, very small little van, but he's got everything he needs. He enjoys it. Um, if you're living out of your van and not in your van, you're enjoying the what the world has got to offer you, as opposed to just being cooped up. Yeah, his van just had an engine recall. I didn't watch it yet, but I think it just came out yesterday. I think so. I'm gonna have to go back and watch that. Sorry there, Ronnie, for not being able to stick around for. I've been on for 2 hours now so far, and I'm getting a little hungry, and I don't know. People are slowly getting leaving the house here, so. And I did have what was his name? Tank guy has popped up in the chat window here for a bit. Had quite a few friends in. It was nice to see them all. It's nice to be a little popular, I guess. Yeah, he had, I don't know what kind, small little vehicle, and somebody offered to buy him or send him a flashlight for some reason. And he said, "No, don't. I don't have any room for any more stuff." So then I saw him. He made a video of himself shopping at Home Depot or whatever store, like Home Depot store, and he was looking at the flashlights. And I had to make a comment. I said, "You don't have room for that." Wisconsin, 53 degrees. It is 2.1 Celsius here. 2.1. So what is that? 30 some odd degrees Fahrenheit. Freezing is zero. So I think the Americans should adopt the metric system for some things, especially like for temperature. Zero, that's when things freeze. And they always worry about converting. You got to convert back and forth. Well, we thought that too when Canada first went to the metric system. We thought, well, now we got to convert, and we're trying to figure out, well, what's that in Fahrenheit? After a while, you don't think of it in Fahrenheit anymore. You just know that 30 is hot, getting hot. 40 is really hot. So hey, you're double what I got here at least. You're in the warm. You're in the warmth. Did I say Transit Connect? I don't think he has a Transit Connect. I can't remember now, but yeah, he came to Vancouver several times. Came to the Camper Con, it was called, when Just Incredible TV was running the Camper Con. He doesn't do that anymore. His mother passed away, and he's bought himself a piece of land on a small island off the coast. Yeah, yeah. The whole world is metric, and the states is the only thing that's not. Um, I don't know about now anymore, but it used to be hard to buy a vehicle from somewhere else. It was built somewhere else because you couldn't find any metric wrenches. You only had the standard type wrenches. You couldn't even work on your vehicle. So you had to special order metric tools. But metric is much better system. It's finer marks, like millimeters are smaller than well, sure, if you get down far enough, eighth of an inch, 16th of an inch, 32nd of an inch. But you're only counting by tens all the time. So it's 10 of these is 10 decimeters, and 10 decimeters is 1 centimeter. 1 centimeter, 10 centimeters is, so it's all by tens for as measurement goes. And like I said, the temperature wise is just you don't really have to convert. You just once after you know what how hot it is, it's you look outside. It's 1.9 in outside here now. It's getting colder, so 1.9. Oh, and there's kind of a little sleet. That's an S word, sleet. I don't know if it's a little bit of snow, but it snowed pretty good here this morning. Big, 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 big flakes too. So not enough to stay on the roads or the land. It melted right away. So all right, people, family and friends, I think I am going to shut it down for today, and I hope to see everyone here next Sunday at 1 o'clock again. We will be back, and hopefully, I will have something new for you. Maybe some other light painting photographs and stuff for you. And somebody last time came on and said, "You do those magic card tricks, but oh boy!" And then now even Wakey pops in. I was just about to head off here. Evening there. So, Paul, uh, was that you? I sent a bracelet to a while ago. Did you get that, or was it lost in the mail? Or I can't remember if that was you or not. I don't remember now. All right, camper. I will stay safe. I don't know how much quieter the new pumps are. I saw a YouTube video about side by side, and the decibels are a little. Okay, what do you mean? Did you win a bracelet from me once? I sent that a month ago. Uh, Maybe even more than a month ago. If it was you that won you won one from me, and I sent it to some address. I don't think I have the address here anymore. It never came back, so somebody else got it and enjoying it. Oh, thank you, Nona Grace, for popping in again. And I'm going to have something to eat. Was going to say, better not. I was going to have some eggs. Um, but I think I have to pack it in for the day. Oh, so that was you. Wow. Okay, so that's strange. I know I put the right address on. That's right. The midget was the little guy. So that's right. Yeah, I did send it to you. Wow, a long time ago now already. Does the post office just keep your stuff without mailing it out to you? Wow. it took me a long time to get to not make it, but it took me a long time to actually get it sent out. I'd forgotten, and then when I saw it, and then oh, I better get that mailed out, and I actually mailed it in Vancouver. So, and I've been back in Alberta for a month already. So yeah, that's been a while. Holy smokes! I don't think I wrote it down. I had it on the computer for a long time, and I wrote it on a piece of paper. Then when I went to the um, oh, maybe. Oh, okay. In quarantine. Yeah. Oh, wow. Well, I won't tell that story again. You know the answer. Amazing that somebody actually figured that out, though. Simply amazing. All right, everybody. Paul, Nona, Grace, and Ronnie, and Camper, and Daryl, and uh, Ray, and Marshall, and everybody that was in here. Thank you all for, even if you watch us later, thank you all for the two Daves for popping in. Sorry, I gotta close down, but um, it's been a long one, 3 hours and 10 minutes already, or 2 hours and 10 minutes I've been on, and I usually try to go for about an hour, sometimes an hour and a half. But so I just want to thank you all for popping in. Appreciate each and every one of you, and I'll try to make it a point to visit all your channels again. I've been slacking off for some reason. I don't know why. I've been doing a lot of stuff with my drone lately, and viewing videos have been set to the wayside for a little bit. Although I put one up, I try to put two up a week, and then the live on Sundays. So pop in next Sunday, guys, and 1 o'clock my time, whatever time that is for you. 1 o'clock. It's 3 o'clock now, so 2 hours earlier. So yes, thanks, Paul, and I hope you get that. I hope they ship that to you finally one day. Let me know in a month or two if you ever got it. We'll see what we can do. Okay, guys, thank you very much. We'll talk to you guys all on the next Sunday Funday.